What's good, everybody? This is your boy Dracona coming to you live from the Draconian's Domain, where we are back at it again with Dungeons and Dragons. Now, today may be a little different because we are now escorting the last remaining characters through their arrival of Tessera. So, right now we have Mr. Anderson and Oram playing as Victor, and also we have Buffy Cat playing as Pyre, the Fire Ganassi. Say hello, guys and girls.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay, so right where we left off, they had just went through the portals after meeting Marcus. Some had some crazy moments, some had some awesome moments, some had some danger moments. But as of right now, they had just walked through the portal, and they are right now in the domain of Marcus, the wizard cleric that actually knows about Dunamancy. So right now, you two have finally arrived. Where would you go from here?
Um, where am I?
You, as you look over to Marcus says to you, "You are in my worship tower, the tower where the people of Tessera comes to talk and seek answers and counsel to me. You landed in the kingdom of Tessera."
Okay. So I have no equipment, just so you know.
He looks at Pyre. And says she has no equipment as well.
Just double checking. 'Cause I had some stuff, but they got stolen.
Your equipment got stolen.
Yeah, remember those thieves from last time? They took my stuff, remember?
I had no contrary that they stole your stuff when your stuff is right here. And he points, and then you see a sack of your stuff over there.
Oh, okay. That's better. Let's go.
Um, as I see some wounds to you and your rear end over there, looking kind of little messy. I'm gonna help you out just this once. You're an unusual type of person, so I'm gonna help you out with a little bit. So he starts forming this energy ball, and then he shrinks it, condensing it into a little pea size, and he hands it to you. He says, "Eat this."
Looks like a lima bean.
He just waves his hand in confusion and just like, "You can think of it what you will, but it's more than just a lima bean."
All right. And I eat it.
Okay. As you eat it, you gain all your hit points back. You're fully healed. You're energized. Marcus looks over to Pyre. "My dear, is everything okay?"
Where are we going from here? Are we to stay in this place?
"No, I am waiting for the vizier, the king's vizier, to come take you to the other world, to Tessera. They are not allowed within the chambers of mines in this tower. However, you will be escorted to find your way."
I'm alright with that. And I'm gonna go find myself a quiet corner to sit and meditate.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. In the tower, there's no corner. It's just a big.
Well, like off to the side somewhere.
Huh?
Like off to the side somewhere.
Oh, okay. It's a hexagon thing. It's more like a hexagon area. So, I mean, there is like little triangular corners around, and there's torches around, and then as you see above you, there's this bluish whitish sphere of a portal that you all came out of.
Okay.
And he looks back towards you, Pyre, and says, "My dear, you do not have to wait in the corner. I understand what we had an altercation before, but I am not one to be easily persuaded, since I am only here to direct you by a prayer from a king. If there's things that you will seek, you can take it with him. But you do not have to stray. However, there was five of you that just already showed up. No, 4 of you that already had shown up. They are ahead of you. And hopefully you can reunite with them. So please, why don't you two introduce yourselves?"
Hi, how's it going?
And what I forgot what character like you were the
I'm a monk.
what was your character again?
He's a human.
I know. Well,
I'm Victor. How you doing?
but he's human.
Yeah, he's human.
Yes, I'm a human. Yes.
Okay. All right. I couldn't remember.
No, it's okay, not a problem. He's a human rogue monk.
Okay.
How's it going?
You said your
How
name.
you doing? I see you have a tail. No. I don't see that very
I
often.
think I'm just on fire.
Say that again. You were breaking up.
I think my character is just on fire.
Yeah, her character's on fire.
Yeah. So I'm a fire ganassi, so I kind of have like kind of ashy colored skin, and my hair is like bright orange and kind of looks like fire on my head.
Are you okay?
This is normal. I'm actually I'm actually a little cold today. There's like a breeze in here somewhere.
Normally you don't see people on fire, but okay.
As
You have not seen my kind.
No. Not really.
What is your name? What is your name, human?
Victor?
Victor.
Yes.
I am the great and despicable Pyre.
Okay, fire? Did they name you that because they're on fire?
Did you say?
Did they name you that because they're on fire? Sorry. Did they name you that because you're on fire or something?
I named myself.
as
It
Mark-
is a fearsome and scary name.
Not really, but I guess.
Of course it is. I thought it was. Like, human world pirates are very scary. Dark, edgy.
as Marcus just steps back, just like listening to both of you. Hey. This is gonna be interesting.
Okay. So, when does guy get in here?
Well, I don't understand why he's taking so long. He should have been here about an hour ago. Let me see what I can do. So as he opens this little mirror thing, he starts talking to a language that neither of you are familiar with. And it's talking back to him. He's having a conversation. And then he closes his palms and said he will be here very, very shortly. He is on the way. So, do you to understand why you are being brought here?
Have fun. See something now.
Okay. And he just looks at you confused and then looks over to Pyre and says, "And yourself, miss?"
There is a great task ahead that requires my dark skills.
Dark skills. Fascinating. I just hope that yous can aid in this troublesome time, knowing that yous are going through troublesome times in your worlds, that yous can actually understand what is going on in this world that relates to your world. So with that being said, as he lifts his finger and he points at the wall just opens up into another dimensional portal where this gentleman, about like 4-0, is just waiting for you, and he's just standing at the door, just tapping his thing, and says, "Your vizier has arrived. Please go through the portal doors, and you will be escorted to your next destination." And by leaving, do you have any other questions?
No, I got nothing.
We shall follow the halfling.
He looks at the thing. He looks at the being that's outside waiting for you. He says, "He's not a halfling." But
My apologies. You're very close to being the same height.
he looks again at the thing, and he looks back. He goes, "I am nowhere near that creature's height, but we're just
you
gonna
are
move."
short, but okay.
He looks at you again and is just like, "Why me?"
You cannot reach the top shelf.
He just fades and just says, "Please follow the creature that awaits you."
Have a good time. Later.
Farewell. As he steps back into the portal and he dissipates. You are walking out?
We were told to follow, right?
Yeah. Okay, so what is the order? Who's going out first?
I'll go first.
Okay. So you have Pyron first and you have Victor following behind. So as you exit the portal, okay, you run into this high energetic creature. It says,
"Oh my god! You guys, you're here! Finally! Oh my god! Yes, please, come this way. I shall show you to where the king is. We had a couple of visitors that's here on the way, and we have been waiting for you to come. So please, come. Yes, the champions, the warriors has arrived."
As he's like saying that all hyper hygienic and everything, you see this little creature just hopping around in glee and happy. What do you say?
Before we leave, what's your name? You seem familiar.
My name, sir? I think that we have ever met, but my name is Tano.
Oh, I was expecting something, starting with a G or something.
Mm,
Tano looks up and says,
no, I'm not. No. No. Sorry, but Tano's been here all this time, and Tano's very happy that you are finally here.
You have any questions for me?
I just don't want to get too close to it. Kind of little space.
Um, excuse me, miss, but your hair, I think we need to put it out. It's on fire. Please.
Oh no, it's just like this.
Strange.
To get it like this.
Strange. I haven't. Tano's never seen you seen creatures like you. Well, you, on the other hand, sir, I could tell right off the bat you are human, but Tano's never seen a creature like you. What are you?
as he looks and he's holding his hands like this right up to his bearded chin, just looking at you like amazed, like he's never seen a creature like you before.
I am what certain texts will call a fire genasi. Or if you prefer the term of demon that has occasionally been used, I also am that.
He just looks at you with a big smile like,
Fire Genasi. Demon. I know of something of a Genasi, and that was the old queen. The queen, she was a Genasi of some sort, and I just can't remember. Tano can't remember. But please, let me show you the accommodations to the king. Come.
so
Alright, follow you, I guess. You wanna follow? But,
so do you follow?
yeah, I follow, but, he has a little too much energy.
All right. So, you start taking point. As he's walking, you see this happy creature just like jumping around and everything. 4 foot nothing, just happy and excited as can be. And he tells you,
So what lands do you come from? I mean, we have many people that just had stopped by. They seem great. One of them's a bit odd though. Tano never seen this one of them, and kind of But Tano was happy.
Oh,
Aren't you always happy? Are you cross?
you asking him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? Yeah, Tano's always happy. Tano doesn't like to feel sadness. But there's been sadness across the plains and in our kingdom. Tano doesn't understand why.
So as you are walking on the bridge, and Tano alleviates what's going on, where do you go from there?
I mean, we're still following him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, interesting bridge, I guess. So tell me about the castle. This is kind of big.
As you're talking to Tano, Pyre, I need you to make a perception check since you're behind them.
That would be. That would be 2 total.
2. Well,
Nothing.
okay, so as you are
It looks
walking,
pretty.
what happened?
It looks pretty. There's a
As,
bridge.
as you're walking, basically you are like so far in your head, like you just wanted to get it over with. So you just like not understanding what's going around. You're just thinking to yourself. You're just like in your own little world right now. So as you asked them about the castle, Tano goes, "This castle's been here for many years. Royalty's been passed down. But Tano doesn't understand the royal family except what Tano has been brought into. But Tano's very, very happy for you all to be here. I can't wait for Tano to see what you can offer to the kingdom and to his majesty. So come, come!" So as you are doing that, you see the walls are beautifully made. They're like an ivory stone, like a white ivory stone. The floor is covered in like a beautiful purple carpeting with slight of gold trimmings. Then you have banners all on the walls, beautiful banners, very decorative. They have the symbol on there as well.
What's the symbol?
Make a religion check.
I roll a 9.
Okay. You can see the symbol. Oh, did you add your history modifier to that too?
You said religion.
I mean religion, sorry.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Okay. As you see the symbol with that roll, it's very unfamiliar. But the symbols that you see is 2 palms like this holding a flower. And above the flower is a star. And then the side on the palms are 2 stars. So there's a trifecta of stars. And you see 2 palms like this, and right in the middle of it is a flower.
Interesting. Noted. Alright, so tell me what the symbol's about.
You asked Tano, or well, you must be asking Tano. That symbol up there, sir.
As Tano just keeps looking.
After all the years that Tano's been here, Tano really doesn't understand the symbol. But come, the king will teach you. Come, ask the king. He knows many a years about this.
As he's very overexcited. And he looks over to the fire Ganassi in the back. She goes,
And your friend with burning hair, come, she can come too. Come.
So, is there anything you else want to do or look for, or?
I mean, she's oblivious. Now I'm talking to a halfling, so. Not really, we're both busy.
How about you, Pyre?
anything.
Okay. So, as you are walking, you finally seeing windows on the side of the walls of the castle that you can peek out. Who wants to look out through the cracks of the windows as you are walking?
I'll do it.
Okay. You want to assist him or?
Yeah, alright.
All right. Roll. Give me another perception check with advantage. That means roll 2d20s and pick the highest. Ando.
Check. That one rolled the 17 plus 4.
All right, that's a 21.
And we're going with the 21. The other one was a 6.
Okay. So as you are looking, you draw your attention to Pyre, and you look outside. What are you seeing right now? You're seeing a land that's people are dressed in raggedy clothes. They're just scraping by. You're seeing buildings becoming run down. You're seeing children just like malnourished. You have children crying, looking for their parents. You have dogs that's like very skinny. On top of that, you look beyond that and you see that cattle in life are like slowly diminishing. Like it's becoming rigorous to watch.
So we're in a poor country, I see. This is gonna be fun. What do you think? Fire, what do you think? Oh, you in there?
Guess I'll turn to our small excitable friend
Tano.
and ask what has happened to these lands
Tano looks
like this.
Looks at you. He's a little afraid of you because he sees that your hair on fire, and he's never came across that. Tano knows that Tano can only give you small information because Tano himself doesn't understand why the land is being like this. The king has more answers to this. But what Tano understands is that Tessera is such a beautiful, beautiful kingdom. It was never like this. But then one day there was a flash in the sky and Tano doesn't understand why the people are missing. People are poor.
You said missing.
Yes. Tano knows that people are missing. The lands become poor. But Tano doesn't understand why. But Tano is very excited and happy that the prayers of the king has been answered, and you will help and hopefully find us the way that we can actually get back Tessera back to where it was, for Her Majesty's sake. As you see this small little creature just so happy that you are here, he still directs you towards the castle.
Alright, let's see what this is all about. Let's follow the guy. Yeah.
Okay, so you continue to follow Tano?
Yep.
Okay. So, as you walk, you get to the castle doors. You walk about 5-10 minutes more, seeing the devastation that's on the right hand side through the windows, you get to the castle doors. And these castle doors, they're beautiful. They're made of a brown cedar wood with black trimmings and black bars on it. And as Tano yells for the doors to be opened, the doors just like boom, boom, and it just opens wide, and you see beautiful. The columns are like beautiful white ivory with gold trimmings with beautiful jewel sets around it, and you see a couple of them just like going out throughout the castle. But now, as you are walking, you see this general just come out. This man in armor, like blackish armor, with four other guards behind him. And as Tano is happy and excited, he's jumping around with glee and everything. Looks like a little elf, just jumping around. He runs into the general commander. General commander looks at both of you and says, "Yous there! What are you still doing in the castle? Tano, why you bring them here? State your names."
Isn't it kind of rude not to give your name before you ask for a name?
Are you talking back, little one? As he leans right down at you.
No, I just require etiquette when I'm talked to. That's all.
As he sits back with his hands on his hips. Get a load of this, little fry. Little one, you couldn't even compete to my standards or my men's. And then Tano just looks like, "They're here because of the king. The king has sent for them." He goes, "You shut up." Okay. And he looks at Pyre like, "You there. Your hair breathes of war. What's your name, miss?"
My name is Pyre. Your breath also resembles war.
As he looks. Wow. Okay. As he looks like, and he looks back over to his men, and it's like, she got a mouth on her too. Fiery as war. No one has ever talked to me like that. What gives you the right to talk to me like that when you over here have nothing to do with what's going on?
Well, we were invited and you weren't, so I think we have more to do than you do.
And he looks down at you. He's like, "I was not talking to you, and two, you're trespassing in the kingdom that I protect. So I have every obligation to be here. Yous and your ravishing, fiery friend over here. Yous are coming here unannounced."
Okay, Tano, was it?
Yes, good sir.
He pulls you down towards his level.
He is the general commander that serves the king. He has elite guards that he trains personally.
Okay, that's not much to go on, but I guess whatever. Pyre, you want to have him talking to this guy? He seems to like you.
I'm hot, right?
Wait, what?
You said it makes so hot.
Is that what?
Sorry.
Pyre jokes.
Oh. You are delaying us from entering when we've been summoned. Should we speak to the king and say say the name of the person who has stopped us?
Roll me in. Are you negotiating with him, or are you threatening? Like standing your ground towards him?
No. Probably standing my ground, so.
Roll an intimidation check.
And we have to roll better than we did last time.
Please.
1. My charisma's pretty high.
That caught him off guard.
So 15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. As he looks to you, but it's not a face of like anger. It's more of a ravishing look that he's given you.
That's creepy.
So, you come? So, what was your question to him again?
So I said that he was standing in the way of, like, us speaking to the king, and should we say the name of who it was who was stopping us?
So, as you say that, he looks at you with the ravishing look. He signals to his men, whispers to them. For someone as beauty of war, I must ask you, before I let you pass, because you have that fire within you. As you see him like fixated on you, and these two little pipsqueaks, why join them when you could fight with us?
So I'm gonna,
Be honest, right?
I guess lean in a little closer at him, and think what I'll say is, you might be able to fight, but you look like you are not able to read.
Say that again. You cut out.
That you look like you're able to fight, but you don't look like you are able to read.
See there, boys? That's what I'm talking about. Women I can bring home to mama. You got fire in you. I like it. You
Somebody's house
little...
gets there,
Oh.
we just know why.
Wait, say that again?
I was gonna say, if somebody's house is set on fire, we know why.
Definitely.
Well, look.
Just I'm saying that as saying it.
I like you. What is your name?
I thought we went through this.
I've already told you my name. Have you also forgotten?
You just came into the castle. I don't know your names. You might tell that little runt over there. As you see Tano hiding behind Victor's leg, like a little runt over there. May know your name, but you have yet to say my name. So did you forget?
No, you asked me my name. I asked you yours.
I was not talking to you. I was talking to her.
you are able to earn my name, I will tell it to you. Now you are wasting our time.
Well, I will not let anybody through because we've had certain people that had come through earlier and such annoying and very awkward as he looks to his guards, as he signals guards to surround both of you. I
guess you don't
will
like it.
not. As you said that, he just ignores the hell out of you and just fixated on Pyre. We've had people come and try to kill His Majesty, which is why we are ruthless and making sure that nothing comes in to hurt His Majesty. Which is why we are very invigorous on getting to know who or what comes through those castle gates. So explain to me why I should let you through. Or explain to me why my men should strike you down right now. And I can speak to this lovely, fiery morsel.
Well,
You would-
considering-
Fight those smaller than you. And I'm just gonna like kind of point to Tano. That hardly seems like an adequate battle for someone who speaks so highly of themselves.
My dear, I am the best at what I do. No
Oh,
man
he's
or creature.
concentrating.
As you said that, he just leans over and grabs you by the cloak and just shooks you off and holds you like this, right by your shirt. You see, my dear, one arm, 2 fingers, I could just lift this guy up like he was nothing.
Still don't scare me, but okay.
Really. As he's ready to give a command on one of the guards to stab you behind the back, the king yells out, "General! Why are you keeping the people I have called upon?" The general looks over to the king and says, "Your Majesty, I humbly apologize, but after you let these others come through, I'm just trying to keep the peace and make sure that your life is kept well." The king looks over, looks down at Tano hiding behind Victor's leg. "Tano, escort these creatures to my chambers at once."
Yes, Your Majesty.
So, Tano escorts you both to
As I go
the
past, I'm just gonna go hold you. And I'll keep going.
It's your job. We warned you.
as the general commander just looks as you go. He cared nothing for what you said, Victor, but he just looked at the Fire Ganassi and was just like, just turns away and escorts his men to the front gates. Tano brings you to the chambers as you are right now being presented by the king. Welcome. Before I introduce myself and you introduce yourselves, I just want to say how humbly I do apologize for my general's behavior. He is one of the proudest generals I've ever had. But he's a bit ruthless, I can say, and I do humbly apologize for his ruthlessness.
Well, apology from you accepted. That guy's a douche.
Noted. And as you see, Tano just looking up at you, and just like, might I have the privilege and the honor to know who you two are?
You want to go first?
Sure. So I'll step up. I am Pyre. I'm the most despicable warlock of my land. And I've been summoned here to help.
Gracious to meet you, Pyre. And a fire ganassi. Very unique. A woman with your trails of beauty is very, very becoming of you. Thank you for answering our prayers. And to you, good sir.
I'm Victor. I'm a monk. I got told this can make me better. That's pretty much it. So, sir, why are we here?
A wonderful question. But before I get into that, my name... He just looks a little disgruntled, little offset. My name is King Atamos, and you have been summoned here because in your lands and in ours, there's difficult forces that has been going on. I take it that you had seen what's been going on outside.
We have.
As he just shrugs his shoulder and looks at Tano, stroking Tano's little hair. This kingdom was a very beautiful kingdom. Beautiful trees, grass, flowers, cattle running free and wild. Kids playing like it was very, very uprising, bringing a lift to the kingdom. And then the devastation had happened. As he looks and points outside for both of you to take a look. The world is changing. I know of some tales, but not 100% to see if they're true. This all started with some type of meteor or something falling from the skies and landing beyond the trenches of the forest. And ever since then, the world has been changing. Cattle disappear. My people has been disappearing. What's very strange is the children has been disappearing as well. So as I sent my army to go investigate, they disappeared too. What I can gather is that this is something of the plane shifting. They run into beings that's not supposed to be there. Even I myself never ran into certain beings or creatures at that fact. We believe that the planes are shifting and colliding. There's just so much death and chaos going around. I had told this story before, but since you two were running late, Tano has been a very loyal subject to me. As Tano just like still doing his little thing, like he's a happy giggity guy. We called upon you to help investigate. I needed true warriors, true champions, to not only figure out what's going on in this kingdom, but in your worlds as well. And as he's talking and explaining everything, he looks at Victor, and in your mind, Victor, he's telling you telepathically, as he's talking to Pyre, he's talking you through your mind, through his mind, saying, Victor, that I've gathered in reading your mind, you want to prove people that you're not as clumsy and more effective, and wanting to learn more about yourself and who you are. But not as all may seem, because I believe you have everything going right for you. And as he's telling you that through his mind, she can't, Pyre doesn't hear it because he's talking to you through his mind. You haven't realized that the days have never been coming up, and it's only nights. This could be a reason why. And as he's finishing telling you, his voice just diminishes, and he's still explaining what's going on. And he looks over to Pyre, and as he's telling you what is going on, he says to Pyre, Madame, with such glow that you have about you, it's understandable why you are being who you want to be. But just know, it's not weakness to look for help. As the king draws it back and he's finishing telling you the story, what's going on outside, he looks at Pyre one more time and says, you remind me. You and another being that I had just recently met remind me so much of my betrothed. I hope you find what you are looking for and help bring an end. And as he finishes telling you that, he tells both of you, I just hope that we can accomplish what we are looking for and end this plane shift. And end this chaos and death. Now, is there any questions
You said you sent your armies to war, right?
I sent my armies to investigate the crash.
Oh, misunderstood. But can we do something about that general guy? He really seems like he really wants to be demoted or something. I don't know.
Um, he looks down at Tano and says, I cannot just demote one of my strongest warriors that's been serving this house. You see, I married into the royal family. I am not of royal blood. But because of my betrothed that is no longer of this plane, the men looks out for me. But he is the voice and the ears and eyes of my military men, of my army. They respect him. They look up to him. And I can't just downgrade him because he has been protecting this family for years. Yes, he's a little ruthless. I do agree to both of you. And as I said, I am humbly sorry for the way he treated both of you. It's not the first time and it won't be the last. He treated our other guests that I had called upon, which Tano here.
Yes, Your Majesty? Yes?
Sweet little fella. He will guide you as soon as we're done here to meet the others. Anything else you want to ask the king? Or want to figure out anything?
I got nothing. You?
Yeah, no, I don't think I have anything to ask.
Okay. So, as the king looks down and says, before I dismiss you, what, pray tell, are you, or what lands do yous come from?
I'm from Grabisco. I don't know where she's from.
Madam.
I'm not from anywhere in particular. I am a nomad. I wander.
So you're a nomad and you wander, but you don't know where you reside from? What plane?
That doesn't particularly matter now, does it? I'm here now.
The king, as King Atlas just looks and says, it kind of does, because there is another reason why the general commander is very fidgety and uptight about a lot of things. My life was threatened numerous times.
I don't think that's his problem with me though.
It's not a problem with you, but it is a huge problem that we're trying to crack down to make sure it doesn't happen again. You see, I do what's fair for my people. And that's why he's a little high strung. We just want to make sure that we can actually call you friend. Make sure that you don't bring harm to my people. So if any harm comes, we know where to find you.
It seemed to me that the one who brought me here knows where I'm from. And should you need to track me down, I'm sure he will be able to do so.
The king steps back and says to you, yes, I had called upon Marcus, but he's not an easy one to persuade. It took me time to gather warriors such as yourself to help with this matter that we have and possibly bring answers and closures to the worlds of where you live.
And you did so not without checking the character of those you brought?
Say that again?
And you did so without checking the character of those who you brought?
Which is why you are here today, madam.
Then why is it an issue as to whether or not you wish to call me a friend?
Make a a persuasion check on that. With advantage, because he doesn't know you, and you're actually standing firm hard to your ground, and you have Victor right by your side. I'll give you an advantage on that roll.
Not very good. Either one. The highest I have is 7.
Wow. Okay.
With advantage.
As you're standing...
My dice are apparently failing me today.
Wait, say that again?
Then my good dice are apparently failing me today.
It's okay. So, as he sits back, and he understands what you said, but it's just not convincing him. He looks at you and says, "Look, I've apologized for my guards, from the generals. I'm just trying to get answers on why Marcus chose you. It matters to me, not, but to my people. If harm comes to them, harm will befall you. And we're just trying to keep the peace. I had offered to bring you here from uncertainties of wherever you are from. I just want to know who Marcus had brought to us. I have been honest with you. I expect the same in return.
Does he need the name of the plane?
Yeah, where you, the town, not the town you're from, but the plane where you reside in. Like if you reside in a metal plane, like a Fey World, or if you reside in Ravenloft.
I thought I was just like in... I didn't think I was in any particular plane.
So basically you think that you're still in the Middle Earth world, where, you know, humans and creatures.
That's where I thought I was.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
That's where I thought I was.
Well, because, alright, out of character, DM speaking, because the characters has certain planes that they're from. So I didn't know if you had any other planes. So if you are in Middle Earth, that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm from.
Okay. Not a problem.
I don't need anything else up.
So as he looks to you and you saying that you're from another province, not that's far from Tessera. The king goes, I will not ask your whereabouts, but all I ask is your honesty. To both of you.
Yes, King. Yes. They're very honest. They're very fine warriors that you have called upon. But the lady with the fiery hair still scares me.
As Tano just looks down, a little frightened with the fiery, because he's never seen a fire ganassi. And the king looks down to Tano and goes, what do you think about our young friend here? And he goes,
He'll do. Don't know much about him, but he'll do. Yeah.
and then all of a sudden the king will look back with you and say, I do apologize for his hyperness. He is... He's an amazing person.
Oh, King, thank you.
As Tano just looks down, all happy with a big smile, his cheeks are red.
I don't know if I would use amazing, but okay.
And why would you say that, young warrior?
I would say eccentric.
Centric.
Or hyper.
Centric. Is that a good thing, sire?
Could be. You see, my friend, he was found on the castle steps, so he's a little happy, and we treat him with all the love and respect, including my betrothed that just recently passed on. She thought the world of him, and always kept him by her side. But now, here is the funny thing. Another thing that I neglected to mention to you was that I was never supposed to send Tano to you. My vizier has gone missing. But the problem is, I know that he is not dead. I need you to find him for me as well.
Do you have any idea where he could be?
As he sits back, puts his hand on his chin like, as a matter of fact, I do. He sent himself out to investigate what has been going on with a handful of men of mine into the forest, not notifying the general or myself, but Tano came to me with this information, and I trust him. He went into the forest, but never came back.
So it looks like we might have to put your hair out after all. Trees and everything.
Wait, say that again?
We might have to put your hair out after all. You know, trees, fire, don't really mix.
As you say that, the king just starts like giggles a little bit like and Tano over there is just like,
Yeah, I think I offered, Your Highness, I offered to put her hair out, but she said that it doesn't go out. I don't know why.
Don't worry about the trees. I won't let them stay on fire.
Okay, so as as he looks at both Tano and Victor, the king, King Atlas just looks at both of these and says, "I don't believe so either. I think it's gonna take a bit more than just her hair to set those trees on fire. Do you remember Mother?"
Yeah, oh, yeah, yes, sir. I do, sire.
He goes, "Well, you know what she was like. And I have no doubt in my mind that she would cause damage to the forest. Will you, ma'am?"
I will leave the forest intact.
Very wise. So, is there any other questions that you may ask?
What does the vizier look like? Just in case we do find him.
Make a let's see. That's a good question. I need you to make make an investigation check. On that one.
That was 7.
Okay. Okay. All right. As he looks to you, he says, "Why, as much as I'm looking for my vizier, you must understand he is a man of many talents. He could be one person, he could be another, but I don't think a person with your standards could figure out what he looks like either. But I will tell you this. He's dressed in the cloth of our colors. The people in this kingdom are not allowed to wear the colors of our..." And he points to the drapes and everything, the purple and gold that's going around. He is a tall, slender man. And as he's telling you what he looks like, you're a little, seems like every other guy. So, Pyre, I need you to roll for an investigation check.
I hope it goes better.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
What'd you get?
Crazy dog. It's investigation?
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Nice. That's a good roll. Okay. As he's telling Victor what he's looking at, Victor's just like, seems like every other guy, I don't know. This is what it is. But you're getting a little more information about it. About the vizier. Basically, what he tells you, he is not large. He's like a medium size, slender. He wears a purple hooded drape, but with an insignia I've never seen before. But he's been in the royal family, and as he's thinking, he's just like, with that role, he's been in the family before I even came. My wife had troubles with him. but he was always there for the other king and queen, and beyond that, and beyond that. He answers to the name Lycrum. To spell that, it's Lykrum, as in Michael. But be very careful with him. He is a bit strange. He is not old, but he is very, very wise. His skin is like a pale gray. Beard that goes down to like his neck right here. I believe that's much to say. There is one thing I will tell you that you must say to him once you meet him, and he will understand that I have sent you for him. Because I very well know that he is not dead or missing, but he has not been here for weeks. But the men I believe that I sent them with are gone. And the reason why I know this is because I just have this feeling. So find him and immediately have him brought back to me as soon as possible.
So what was this phrase?
Huh?
What was the phrase that I'm supposed to tell him?
He's about to tell you. The phrase is, darkest nights of the lightest day, the shadow behind will tell the way. He will understand what that means. And he will understand that you have been sent by me.
Does he have a lantern?
Say that again?
Do you have a lantern?
He doesn't have a lantern, but that I recall with that 20, his eyes shines in darkness. So he wouldn't need a lantern at all.
We will find him.
Thank you, my dear.
Safely.
Say that again?
And we will find him and return him safely.
I'm not too enthused about him being here safely, but
Okay,
there's...
bring him through. Hopefully in one piece.
Oh, you're paying attention now. He's a little coughed up on that one. Because as he was explaining with you with your role, it was just going...
The conversation's almost over.
So, he opens his arms and says, before you venture out, I must ask of you to please gather information about the forest before entering. Go around town, walk through the kingdoms. As long as you show them respect, they will respect you. But before you go out and venturing, Tano here, as he scratches his little head with the two little horns. Just scratch, scratch, scratch. And Tano's just like, "Ugh." All happy that he's doing that. It's like you holding your puppy right there. Please, Tano, take them to the others, and may they fill their bellies. Meet the others, greet yourselves to them, and venture out in the morning. Your valuables will be in the rooms that we have procured for you. If there's no other question that you want to ask.
No, not yet. You have anything?
I don't have any more questions.
Then Victor, Payu, but not Payu. I'm sorry, Pyre. I bid you adieu. Go.
Do a nice sweep bow or leave.
And then he acknowledges that bow and returns in kindness. Tano, take them. May they feast. So Tano looks over to the king and says, "Yes, Your Majesty, I will take them. Trust me, you can count on Tano. Tano is the way." So Tano's just like, come, my fellow warriors. And please, ma'am, don't burn me with your hair.
I assure you, you are quite safe.
He yanks down Victor and says, "Am I safe?"
I haven't been burned yet, so probably.
I like you.
I
So
wouldn't make her mad. I wouldn't make her mad.
Tano just doesn't want to get burned.
Yeah.
So as Tano walks you out the castle, the guards opens up the castle doors, and as he's walked down the stairs, I need one of you to make a perception check as he's while walking through the halls. Who wants to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
12 plus 4. 16.
Okay. As you are walking down the hall, Tano is explaining. You see on the walls pictures. You see a painting, another painting, and Tano's just describing. That right there is our first lord of the castle, and that's his mistress, his wife. I'm sorry, Tano doesn't understand between mistress and wife, but that is his queen, and then that is their 2 sons. And as he points to another one, you see a picture that's blackened out, that's been smeared with paint. And Tano has you walk by it without saying anything. So,
Dark history, huh?
Excuse me? Tano doesn't understand.
Painting. Smeared. You know, that one. Bad times.
Tano looks at the painting.
You're the second person that asked Tano this. But Tano doesn't understand.
Or as it's just like going through his head.
My name is Tano.
Looks at you. And just says, "My name is Tano."
Interesting. Alright, Tano, yeah, we're supposed to be meeting with people?
Yes, you're supposed to meet the other people that had come by here way before yous. Just know that yous were running a bit late, so they might not be any food left. But Tana will strive for the best.
Yeah, that was weird.
But as you follow Pyre, you have a little more understanding about the painting that's with on the wall. I need you to make one more investigation check on the painting.
11.
11. That's a little higher than the other person that rolled.
Oh,
As you see the painting, you see a part of the painting that you know is not of the Middle Earth realm, but you understand that there was hatred behind it. And as the more you look, it seems like there was a dark mystery behind that painting. And at the corner of it, you see this like little cone-shaped tower that you believe that comes from a further land that you had came across being a nomad walking the earth. You have a sudden feeling you've seen this place before, but because of it being blackened out and with that roll, you're not 100% sure just yet what it was. But you have seen something similar, but you just can't remember. So, as he's walking, Tano's just like there, skipping, jumping his hands and everything. And then he brings you to this beautiful red wooden cedar door with like brass bucklets on the door, with 2 brass handles. And Tano says,
Warriors, please let Tano give you the best announcement, and let me make sure that Tano could get you, if there's any leftover food, because I think they everybody in here ate it all, because they fill Tano's tummy very, very well. As he smiles. So, just hold on here.
As Tano goes into the door, what are you two doing at this moment?
Did you notice that whole thing in front of the painting at all?
I did. There's a mystery behind it, but I can't quite I can't think of what it might be.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. I think this is going to be a little more annoying than I initially expected. But an adventure's an adventure.
So, that's it?
Alright. You have any before?
I think so.
I guess we gotta keep an eye on that little guy. He seems to be
I think he needs less desserts.
desserts. Nah, I don't think it's desserts. It's definitely a lot less sugar. And whatever they're putting in the food. Jeez, that guy's hyping.
So are you done?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay. So as you are talking amongst yourselves about the painting and Tano's hyperness, that he needs to lay off the Red Bull.
Or the sugar.
Red Bull has a lot of sugar in it.
Caffeine.
Yeah, a lot of caffeine too. Well, yeah, sugar, caffeine, tomatoes. So, all of a sudden you hear Tano saying,
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and other beings and creatures, I give you the last two people to aid on this adventure, to aid you on your quest. I give you Victor and the lady with the fiery hair that I'm afraid that she might burn me. Tano introduces you to Pyre.
So, and as you start walking the door, you hear music going off like, and then you see Tano on the stage just like doing his thing with the music, and then there you are welcomed by Elena, Estella, Ezekiel, and Kuma. Used two are the last to come into the dining hall with these lovely people. Your now future comrades. So as you see everything going on, you see that there was a little argument and a little hesitation that's been going all around. You stop and wonder what the hell just happened, and why is there a little commotion going around. As you see one of the maids crying, as you see Elena trying to comfort her. There was a situation that had happened. And from there, we're going to end tonight's session.
But is there food?
There is food, yes.
Okay, we're good.
There is food, there is wine, there's goblets and everything.
You know.
Yeah. So, we'll pick this up in 2 weeks on the 15th.
That's next week, Mike.
Yep. Well, next week. Sorry. I am so sorry. Well, not this Sunday coming up, the following Sunday, sorry.
So it is in 2 weeks.
So,
Yeah, it's going to be in 2
not
weeks.
Okay.
So, it's not going to be this Sunday coming up, it's going to be the following Sunday.
So, the 22nd.
Yeah, the 22nd, I believe. We'll work out the details. If somebody can't make it, we'll push the date a little behind, or we'll push it further, depending on everybody's work schedule.
No problem.
All right. So there you have it. I'm actually proud that finally one person actually asked the king one thing about that was going around, because the other people, they didn't ask they asked the king some stuff, but they didn't ask the right questions. You did.
Why wouldn't they ask about the person we gotta look for? Makes no sense.
They did ask, but they didn't roll enough information to gather what he looks like. Yeah.
Oh.
So we gotta trade information in a bit. Okay.
Yeah. So this is where the information that you've got, y'all gonna be transferring information on how you play and roll, because now yous are all together and yous are I mean, now you're getting hit on by the general.
Yeah.
It's because I'm hot.
There's a reason why the general's like that, but okay.
What was Dobby, and why are we looking for Jafar?
Well, to be honest, he's not Dobby, and I was hoping that you would ask, but I guess yous will yous can ask and get to know more about Tano. He's not Dobby at all. and Jafar, and this guy is nowhere near Jafar at all.
No, just from how you described him, it made me think of Jafar with gray skin.
You know, come to think of it, you're actually right. I wasn't even thinking of that. But he doesn't wear a hat though. That's the thing. He does not wear a hat. He wears more of a hood.
Yeah, the Green Lantern in Blackest Night.
Oh wow! I hate Green Lantern, so let's not talk about that.
No, well, you shouldn't have quoted half of it.
No, there's another cool reason why I chose that quote, and it comes from a book that I read back in. It was in one of the Dragon Lore books, the Dragonlance. Sorry, a Dragonlance book. And I actually got so fixated on that quote. I'm just like, I like this quote. I want to use it.
Back before you went Dark Mage.
No.
Also,
But
okay.
Darby working for Jafar now. Darby really went off on a deep. Wow, thanks, Crazy Ann.
Yeah,
Anime.
see? I wasn't the only one.
Well, no, he just said it after you said it, but he just typed it just now. But, alright, everybody. I want to thank Buffy Cat and Andal Ram for being here. And the next time that we continue our journey with the collisions of planes, we're going to see how this will go when all the characters are finally meeting for the very first time. So, thank you guys. You are awesome and amazing. And to the puppers over there that I saw that blocking the camera. Loving the puppy.
Both of them. Both of them. Can't leave anything alone.
Well, to both of the puppers. So, I want to thank everybody. And in 2 weeks, I just be prepared on my Instagram and on my Twitter account, which I will be posting everything to continue on this journey with Dungeons and Dragons on the Collision of Planes. So with that being said, everybody, please take care of yourselves, be safe, live free, game hard, or it's game over.